Oh no, I'm not making that mistake again. Well, actually. Welcome to Skate 2, the visually superior game to Skate 3, but with inferior game mechanics. If you haven't seen the December 16th, 1997 Japan incident of my Skate 1 video, then I highly suggest you should, because there's some glitches in that game that are in Skate 2, and I won't be going over how to redo them. Speaking of shared glitches, here we go again. Pull-up ollies, late pops, markers on cars, backwards pushing, no grab flips, 360 reverts, low revert shoves, and the 360 hard flip pop. All these glitches are shared with Skate 1. Now onto Skate 2 specific glitches, starting with extra 180s.
But that's in the first game as well.
I know! In matter of fact, it's just like Skate 3. Do your BS to mute while doing a backside spin. You have an extra 180. Congratulations. Okay, this is the easiest glitch known to man. Spawn on your feet, get on your board. As you're getting on your board, hold a super dude, and something should happen. Oh, that's right, it's a pre-patch glitch. Yeah, that's right, this only works on pre-patched. So, this is what should happen if it's not patched. And that is the only pre-patch glitch I know. Now for the only cosmetic glitch that I know about. If you bought the custom tee, sorry, you can't do this glitch. Usually when you pick a shirt, that's the shirt you go with, and that's the only design you can have. But with this glitch, you could change any of these pre-made shirts to have a different color. First, have the shirt that you want, go to Customize Tee, buy the customized tee, and then remove it from your shopping list. You are now able to change the color of your previous shirt.
Hey kids, wanna see a dead body?
Yeah, so these stairs at Boneyard and these stairs at the dam, there are no textures on them. And these are the only two places that I know that have missing textures. There are possibly other places like this. Speaking about no textures, let's remove the color filter. Okay, this looks weird. But how do you do that? Well, you're gonna kinda have to... So by going into Party Play and choosing a map that is DLC, once you load it in, you can exit out and you can come back to the normal world. There, you can see that the orange and blue color filters disappear from the world. And the change is even noticeable, even in the menus. I don't know how this works, it just does. Now check this really cool thing out. So if you do an ollie kickflip, and he didn't do it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so if you do an ollie kickflip, and he still didn't do it. So if you nollie kick, where he's gonna be a while. We'll come back to this later. All right, now on to map glitches. At this bridge at Cougar Mountain, there's actually a hole in the side of this drop-in. Can't really coffin into it, but you can bail into it. At the library, there's this ramp, and at the end of it, if you push into it, you'll end up snowboarding. At Dueling Snakes, this little bit of awning is pretty glitchy. If you make your way over to Fantasy Factory, due to the way the geometry is and the way this ramp spawns, pushing into it at the right side causes some weird collision. So remember this pre-patch glitch that I showed you? Since it was patched, the community found a different way to do this glitch, which we call the no comply bail glitch. You have to be on your board, and with one of the triggers, grab your board, and then slowly release it until your character stops holding onto the board. When that happens, you just do a no comply. You will then fly into the air. And with this, you can come to this part of the waterfront, get on top of this wall, and skate all the way, and you reach this blank canvas. This is where the stadium should be, when in actuality, the stadium's over there. How is that? Why? Huh? Okay, let's check back on our friend. Does he have it yet? No? Alright, we'll come back again. Another bail glitch is when you approach a ledge in a double grab, you slowly roll off and then go into a coffin. It should launch you forward. For the final bail glitch, for whatever reason, if you have a marker set on your feet and then go back to it as you're doing a gesture, you sometimes just get launched. Here's something I didn't know up until recently. After doing some research about Skate 2 glitches, these are ancient glitches that haven't been done in the past 15 years. I'm only saying this because this is the only video evidence of this glitch ever existing. I've seen no one else ever done it. In Skate 2, they finally introduced the ability to get off your board, something that Tony Hawk did 6 years prior with Tony Hawk Underground. And with this brand new off-board mechanic, it's very clunky. You're not getting Michael Jordan level hops in this game. So it came as a surprise when I found out when you come across a ledge that's just as tall as you, all you have to do is hippie jump. Haha! Not really an off-board mechanic, but you're still separated from the board. It's crazy, I know, and if you mess it up, it looks like this. But that's not it for parkour abilities. Remember just seconds ago you're not getting Michael Jordan level hops. Well, apparently, you have the shoes from Like Mike, because you can do this. I don't know how this works. There's just some surfaces where you could just hop to the moon. I don't get it. And have you finished that glitch yet? No? We'll come back again. Pressure manuals. Find anything that's low to the ground that you can get your board stuck under, and hold your manual. One of two things could happen. One, the back truck sinks into the ground and you're halfway snowboarding. Or two, you get popped up into the air. The secret third option, you go sky high.
Home run!
Another glitch that can bounce you into the air is the bean plant. Not necessarily on its own, but you have to find a certain surface to do it on, like this bank at Slappy's. Perfectly timing your bean plant, you will get significant air. More bounces to speak of. Remember in Skate 3 if you hold a super dude over a ledge you end up bouncing in the air? Well, in Skate 2 it doesn't work. Damn. If only if there was some sort of... If you haven't already made your way over to cheat codes and type in "let's do work," you would unlock Big Black. And as Big Black, he has some bouncing properties, making him a part-time basketball in the NBA.
This is what it looks like when you use an
Big Black
as a basketball.
Now as Big Black, you can super dude bounce off of any ledge you desire. In Skate 1, you can do the no hands Christ air and or no foot air, but it doesn't work the same way as it is in Skate 2. The only way it works is if you transfer from one hand to the other. Hold out one of the tricks, do a super dude, and then once you let go of the trigger to transfer over to the other grab, you hold a gesture. And it does work the opposite way, so it doesn't matter which grab you start with. To do the no hands Christ air, it actually works the same way in Skate 3. Get into a super dude, let go of the trigger that makes you go into the Christ air, and hold a gesture. And since judo grabs are in the game, you are able to do a no hands judo as well. And it's just like Skate 3 again. Tap the opposite trigger that makes you do the judo, gesture, and then judo. Hand plants are something new introduced to this game, and if you were to do a flip trick right before a hand plant, you could do a flip trick hand plant, just like Skate 3, but it's a lot harder to do. You can also get this weird animation for doing a hand plant by being in fakie and getting off your board as you go up the ramp. It looks weird, I know, but if you so happen to land back in the transition without bailing, which is sort of impossible, you will be in a permanent fakie stance if you so happen to never leave the lip. This looks very unnatural for a skate game, but you can't really do anything besides move around. Doing flip tricks won't do anything. Now this is where I want to put on my tinfoil hat, okay? I swear to God, there was this glitch in this game where you're able to transition from one hand plant to another, doing some special technique. You would be hand planting with one hand, and then you hand plant the other. I swear this is a glitch, and I've looked through YouTube, I've tried looking through the forums, I found nothing. Is this a dream I made up, or is this an actual glitch that just lost to time? Will you ever do the nollie kickflip? No! So remember that library glitch that makes you go into a snowboard? Well, you can actually do that glitch anywhere you want. Just have to have the thumbs up gesture on standby. By setting a marker on your board and then coming back to it, you get off your board, take 2 steps, do the thumbs up gesture, and go back to your marker. You are now snowboarding with no snow. And in this snowboard state, by power sliding in a very specific angle, you can get speed. I promise you can. Here's a video, okay? Look, Dai is doing it perfectly fine. But that's not the only speed glitch in the game. There's actually one more that's consistent to do anywhere you want. It's pretty simple, but you have to have the right timing. While moving, if you high pop an ollie, grab the board, and then get off the board, and before you hit the ground, get back on it, you will skip across the ground, gaining some speed. And if you chain that over and over again, you'll get a lot of speed. And eventually, you go so fast that you can't pop high enough to get off your board without bailing. I would like to take this quick second to remind you guys that seatbelt and cradle pops are in this game. Watch this video to find out more how to do that. In this game, there are 1-foot grabs. There are 1-foot grabs that you can actually foot plant with. But what if I told you you can actually foot plant with the nose and tail grab variations? That's right. So stuff like the 1-foot tail grab, the nose judo, the dog piss, and the benihana are things that you can't foot plant with on flat ground. But as soon as there is a ledge and or rail that is in a downward slope, the magic just happens itself. The only one of these grabs that actually work on flat is the benihana. And this is the most illegal form of comp because you end up getting points like crazy. It's practically RNG every time. Practically, not is. Now this is where the fun stuff begins. Oh yeah, baby, we're going to space. This glitch has a lot of names, but ultimately we call it the crazy leg glitch. For obvious reasons. While being off your board, you simply just throw it, and then you jump into the air. As you're in the air, you call back your board with one of the triggers, and then get back onto your board. You would then go into the ground, and then pop out. You wouldn't go so high, but if you were to get into a coffin as you're falling down, you will significantly launch even farther. And if you successfully do this glitch at the Matrix Plaza, you'll find out that there is an invisible ceiling you could ride on. Now for my favorite Skate 2 glitch of all time. The Kush Pop, named after a man who founded the pop named OG Kush. This works on any ledge surface, even a curb. By being in a manual and reverting as you approach the ledge, you should be parallel with it as you roll off. Then you can just flick any flip trick you desire. An ollie, a kickflip, a hard flip, a shove it doesn't matter, you'll get height and go the distance. While this glitch was somewhat patched in Skate 3, its counterpart, the grind pop, is very active in Skate 3, but it's even better in Skate 2. When grinding a ledge and or rail, once you get to the end of it, you grab and then ollie, giving you significant height. And after watching this video, I highly recommend going through the Kush Pop and Grind Pop compilations of Skate 2. There are some insane gaps you've probably never seen before. And that seems about it. That's every glitch in Skate 2 that I'm able to tell you about. So come in next time where... Oh, wait, we still got this guy. I totally forgot. Did you do it yet? He did it! All right, I knew you could do it. Great on you. This is the hardest glitch in the game. This glitch is like the equivalent of doing the backwards man, just much harder. By doing one push, because 2 is overboard, doing a nollie kickflip, getting off your board, and making sure that the board is in a primo stance, because if it's not, the glitch won't work, then calling it back with RT, you then have to do the shaka gesture. And as you do the shaka gesture, you get back on your board, and you should get launched straight forward. The timing for this is incredibly hard, and not everyone has the patience to learn it. And that's why a metronome was made in order to time this glitch correctly. Do you get it? No? We'll keep playing this segment until you do, but there's an alternative way to do this with a hippie jump, which in my opinion is just harder to do. Maybe I just don't have the timing right. And that is everything Skate 2 that I know of. Now with all this knowledge that I've given to you, I now propose a challenge to make it to the end of the San Van Cliff sign, something that every OG Skate 2 player has strived for. And to prove to you that I did it without mods, I actually did it on Xbox console. So with all that being said and done, until next time, thanks for watching.